So let me ask you a more of a serious question before we go, okay? Do you think that Americans or any other country ever landed on the moon? And this is, be honest with me. You don't you know, this is free speech. You could say yes or no.
Landed on the where? The moon?
On the moon, yeah.
Well, I'm sure of it.
You're sure of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would just go back and do some research if I were you.
And I could have sworn when I was driving back, I saw flying saucer in back windshield.
No, we have there is technology to build there is technology to build flying saucer-shaped objects that fly around in the sky. So you probably did see it, but I don't think it was alien. I think it was human.
Oh, yeah. I don't say it was an alien because I couldn't see. I was driving and it was dark. But what I'm saying is when I was looking out my rearview mirror, I saw a light and it just bounced a couple times and then it went shoo and it was gone. It was out the ballpark. It was gone. Fast.
It bounced the bank out, huh?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just looked, glanced in the rearview mirror. It was so dark, no lights. And then all of a sudden it just like dangled there for a minute and then just took off. So I don't know. Could have been tired. Could have been hungover. Who knows?
Hungover.
Who knows?
I remember them days.
I'm just saying. Remember them days?
I do. I sincerely remember.
Yeah. But like I said, we had a blast. It was cool. And I needed it.
Yeah.
I needed it badly. But, yeah, that's about it. That was my week.
You know, thinking about it, there's times there's times that I have wanted to drink again, but every time I've tried to, or even came close to it, I would just get sick, just feel horrible.
Well, yeah, and then people say they won't drink again, but then they do.
Just the smell of it makes me sick.
Yeah, so you don't drink at all?
I don't drink at all. I stopped drinking 8 years ago.
Yeah? Did you drink a lot?
I used to.
You don't have to answer.
No problem with it. I used to be what you call a couch potato drunk. So I'd work my shift all day, and then I'd stop and get me either a 6-pack or a 12-pack, have my dinner, wait for my kids to go to bed, sit on the couch, watch some TV, and drink my little 6-pack or 12-pack, and then go to work the next day. That's the kind of drinker I was.
So, do you consider alcoholic or just a drinker?
I don't. What would you consider it?
I don't know. I get different.
The rest of my life, I'm going to be considered. People are going to consider me a former alcoholic, right, or a recovering alcoholic. So I guess I was an alcoholic.
But so, what makes you an alcoholic? Because you have a drink every day makes you an alcoholic.
I didn't drink every day. I drank about 3 or 4 times a week. Maybe 5 times a week. You know.
Yeah. So people that drink every other day or every day is considered an alcoholic?
I don't know what that's why I'm asking you. I don't know what an alcoholic is because, like I said, I drank 3 or 4 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, and I only drank beer. I never drank hard liquor. I never, so I don't know what to consider it. I just know that I drank for 20 years since I was a kid. So I don't want to get into all that, but
exactly that's what I've always had a thing on is like. Who's an alcoholic to who's not? You could drink 1 day a month and drink as much as an alcoholic would. You know what I'm saying? Does that consider you an alcoholic?
I can't even smell beer. I can't even... The smell of it makes me sick. I'd be throwing up my guts just off the smell.
Wow.
But I remember how much I used to love it. The taste of it, the smell of it, everything, the texture, everything about it. And now I can't even deal with it. I can't even foresee it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't do drugs. I don't smoke no reefer. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do none of that. You know, I wonder how people do it, but I just never was that kind of person, I guess. I tried reefer when I was a teenager one time, and it got me all paranoid. I never tried it again.
Reefer?
Reefer, yeah. I tried it once. I tried it before in my life. I'm not going to sit here and BS you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure everybody's tried something in their life, you know?
Yeah.
They can't go over there.
I've never tried no other drugs all in my life. And these kids, they talk about all these drugs they tried. I'm like, wow. I'm over here 40 years old, and I've never tried any of those drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say, yeah.
I really have never tried. These kids have tried so many. I've seen these kids, and they've talked about the drugs, and I'm like, wow, are you serious? I'm like, jeez. And I never tried anything like that.
Yeah, and then the new stuff that they're talking about coming out, it's like,
we grew up in a different era or a different generation, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Crazy.
And I live in the suburbs, you know.
Well, what was that thing that kids were freaking eating cinnamon and then they were sniffing, what are those Smarties? I'm like, what the heck is going on? That's crazy. I don't know.
I always make fun of that. Sipping on some syrup, you know. I don't even know what syrup is, but I have an idea, cough syrup or whatever, but what it's mixed with, I don't even know what it's mixed, but I always kind of make fun of it, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess it's killing people, but I found out today that ibuprofen cut with other stuff is what's really killing people.
Yeah, you can overdose on the cough syrup now. It's craziness.
So it's pretty crazy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around. Like, I mean, you know, in the suburb, in the hood, the most powerful drug you could probably get is reefer or some coca or something, you know. But out in the suburbs where I live, you got Roxycontin, you got all these different kinds of drugs, ecstasies, mollies, stuff I never even heard of as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
What's with that one coming out now? MDMA or something like that? I'm like...
Oh, DMT?
I have no idea what it is.
There's one that's called DMT. What's it? Who is it? The Fraudcaster. He's promoting it really hard. He says it's an awesome thing. You can go into different realities and stuff. And I was just gonna try it just to try it out. But then, you know, I found out he was kind of like a double agent podcaster. So I said, I'm not gonna mess with anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what is it that it makes you go in like another dimension?
Yeah, you can see it. You go into different dimensions where you see aliens. It's called DMT.
What is it called?
DMT.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like mushrooms or acid or that kind of drug. But you smoke it.
It knocks you out for a little bit, and you wake up and you don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, your body actually makes DMT.
Oh.
So if your body is completely cleansed, you could live in a natural state of ecstasy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But if you're always putting bad food in your body, smoke in your body, liquor in your body, you're never going to come to a state of euphoria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Then what happens when you go through that dimension and you come back, you don't know, you miss like who knows how long you've been out, so you miss that time. And if you're out in public, I mean, you can do something stupid and you're not going to believe the person telling you what happened. You know what I mean?
well, that's just like people who mess with like benzos, you know.
Yeah.
They go around and mess with the whole party, and then they find out the next day they were twisted by the whole party. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's kind of sad, you know, because
it is very,
because they should put people like that in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
not the people who were kind of like that ended up on the benzos, but the people who gave them the benzos, and then you know. They ran, because they don't know, they black out. They go around the whole party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of what you're kind of saying is that they kind of black out, kind of in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like black out for a second, or be like in a daze, and their eyes glossy or whatever, and they're just like staring into space, and then they come out of it, and you could tell, like, if they were hypnotized or something.
Yeah. It's like the MK Ultra that's going around. I know you heard of MK Ultra, right?
No, I haven't actually.
Yeah, it's what all the movie stars are going through. They're putting MK Ultra on them. It's like electric shock and all that. You know, we thought electric shock was gone as we grew up, but electric shock is still around, you know, to this day.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that, I don't think. It's just crazy stuff coming out.
Yeah, so MK Ultra, all these movie stars, they have to have handlers. You know, these moguls, these music moguls, and these movie stars. They have to have handlers to keep them under control because they'll break down like robots. You know what I mean, like AI.
Yeah, they were talking about that MDMA, I think it's called.
Say again. What is it? I know you said
MDMA. I think I was watching a show. You know, when they cover their faces and talk about drugs or whatever. Yeah. And Guy actually said he went on the red carpet to deliver.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. How are you going to do that? That is just crazy.
Yeah, that seems
he was talking about it, and it's like he was so scared, but he needed the money and this and that, and he did it, and he went on the red carpet, and however, I don't know how anybody couldn't see it.
Well, look at Jim Carrey. I know you know who Jim Carrey is, right?
He's on what?
You know who Jim Carrey is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of broken out of MK Ultra and told people about it. But then his handlers got him back under MK Ultra. They started MK Ultra in like the 50s, you know?
Oh, I didn't know about that.
And they use like there's all kinds of symbolism to where you could tell who's on now. Since I know a lot about it, I could tell who's been involved in those different kind of things, you know? Just by tattoos. They put tattoos on them. There's just a bunch of stuff they go through, the way they dress, the way they talk, their hand signals. I could pick it all up now, you know.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to let me in on some secrets there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy with that MK Ultra, and I'll look into what you're saying.
Yeah, I tried to read up on it because they were talking about it on the show, but it doesn't say nothing really.
Yeah, we may be talking about the same thing. It's just
maybe. Because one part said black molly, and another part said heroin, and it's weird.
The thing is, everybody's searching for the pill that, you know, the pill that makes everybody smart. You know what I mean? Intelligent.
Yeah.
It's out there already because you could make it yourself with DNA.